What's up guys and welcome back to On the Brick. So, I built it. For those of you who don't know, about a year ago, I showed this off in digital form. While I don't really design many mocks of my own, I do sincerely enjoy creating spaceships, and this was one of the first ones that I did. And since then, I have proceeded to create, well, about 10 more ships of varying sizes and capabilities. But this one I just had to build in person. This particular vehicle contains about 1,248 pieces, and if you were to buy it using real Lego, you'd be looking at about $150 to do so. Now, WeBrick, if you remember them, a little bit ago offered me a bit of a promotion, so I was able to get these pieces through them, sourced by GoBricks at the time, for only about $80. Which honestly was not that bad, because I like to talk a lot about how non-Lego can hold up to Lego perfectly fine, and you know what, if I'm gonna do that, I need to build my own thing out of Lego and see how it holds up. I've done it before with the smaller builds, but this one is a little bit more intricate, a little bit bigger, and I really wanted to see how it worked. And honestly, it's held pretty well. I haven't really noticed any major issues since creating this, but do keep in mind that I also designed this with stability in mind, so I don't really have any illegal techniques or super weird connections. Everything here is designed to hold together well. So with that said, what is this thing? Well, you guys actually named it. This is a smaller frigate in the overall fleet that I've been working on, and specifically, once again thanks to you guys, this is a long-range detection frigate, aka the Lord, or Overlord, and 027 specifically is known as the Longclaw. This is the point where I tell you that I don't really remember what I said last year, but ever since then, I've adjusted the quote-unquote canon of this vehicle just a little bit, as this is a vehicle that is designed more for reconnaissance and support than firepower or any sort of offensive use. The various antennas and gizmos aboard the Lord frigates allow it to get a better view of the battlefield, while all the vehicles and ships or vessels, whatever you want to call them, have their own scanning capabilities. Someone just knocked on my door, which is weird because I'm not expecting anyone. And no, I'm not going to go check who it is. Simply and, well, once again put, having an Overlord nearby significantly increases one's view of the battlefield, as it not only helps determine where your units are, but also where the enemy units are, what kind of units they are, what capabilities they have, how fast they are going, where they are going, any and all sorts of information like that. This information gets relayed to the destroyers and to the carriers, allowing them to coordinate attacks, defensive maneuvers, or whatever may need to be done. For this very reason, the Overlord frigate is one of the most important vehicles or vessels in the fleet, and they usually have at least two just in case. The Overlord frigate does have some defensive capabilities, but it does rely heavily on individual fighters or the protection of destroyers if it does ever fall under attack. However, keep in mind that the LR in Lord stands for long range, so usually it doesn't really need to be anywhere near the battle to be able to get the necessary telemetry. Another thing that's really cool about these vehicles is that it doesn't have to be used specifically for war. In fact, in my headcanon, some of the frigates are used exclusively for exploration of new planets or areas. Now, its unique design with these slanted panels is meant to help fend off radar detection, but also I just thought it looked really cool. I don't really have any specific information when it comes to the engine itself, but if you have any tips for making cool looking engines, I would really appreciate it, as these are one of my favorite areas to work on, but I continuously struggle to not just do the same boring thing. Now, on a Lego side, there is a pretty simple Technic structure underneath here which holds most of this together. Those panels are held on with just some clips. It works surprisingly well. This overview shot in my new light box really brings to light just how much cat hair gets everywhere, and once again, if you have any tips on how to, well, handle that better, please let me know. I do what I can and clean as often as I can, and this particular ship was held nowhere near where my cats normally go, and it still got covered in cat hair. Sorry about that. Oh, and I almost forgot to talk about one of my favorite aspects of this particular build is that it does come with the stand, which is not actually integrated into the build. Instead, there's a slot underneath the vessel that slides right onto the stand. I don't really know why I designed it this way, I just thought it would be cooler to try, so I did it. Now, right now at the moment, I'm not entirely certain if I will be releasing instructions for this. If there's interest for that, let me know in the comments down below, and make sure you hit that like button as well. When building this, there was really only one extremely minor difference that I had to make, and it wasn't with anything important. It was a cosmetic choice on the top, where I just basically had to turn something around for it to work. But like I said, if you guys want me to make instructions for this, just let me know, and I might consider doing it. Also, I don't know what NTAF stands for. Kinda just made it when I was building this. So let me know your guesses or what you think it should stand for in the comments down below as well. And with that said, I definitely plan on building more of these in real life. I already have 3 more ready to go, and I cannot wait to show them off to you guys. So if you want to see that, make sure you hit the subscribe button and ring that bell if you want to be notified when that video comes out. Thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate all of your support. If you want to support me further, you can do so on Instagram, Discord, or on Patreon, where every dollar helps. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.